awesome. Wow. All right. So I wanted to thank everybody genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I didn't prepare anything either to talk to you guys, but one thing that I did prepare a while ago, and this is what's cool right now, I'm going to show you guys all a little video. It's under 1 minute long. And no one knows about this video. Kelsey doesn't know about it. My best man doesn't know about it. My friends don't know. My family doesn't know about it. I was literally the only one that knows about this video because it's a video that if it comes out prematurely, people might think I was crazy, right? And I wanted to thank Ash. You can stand up real quick too, bro. Like he's marrying us tomorrow, and he's been a friend many years, a decade plus now. He's a freaking doctor, and I brag about him everywhere I go because I'm so proud of him. And you know, and the reason I'm bringing him up is because we would drive around in the car, like in New York City, going out, having fun. And we would have these deep talks about finding the one. Like legit, like, do you really believe people when they say, you know, I just knew. Because you hear people, like real happy people, you hear them say that. Like, how did you know? And they just say, I just knew. So we would have these deep talks about that constantly. And wondering, like, dude, you really think, like, we'll meet someone one day and you're just like, you just know? Is that really, like, or is that some BS that people feed you when they're married for so long? Like, I legitimately had, I'll be honest with you guys, I legitimately had, like, question marks, right? Because, you know, in your 20s, when you're discovering yourself and you're going on dates and you're trying to figure out who you are, what you're gonna be, what you're gonna do, you start coming across people that on paper match. They're perfect on paper. It's like, and you know, time goes by and this doesn't work or that doesn't work, and you start questioning yourself a little bit. And I know I was at a point in time where we would have those talks, like a question mark, like, dude, like, is something wrong with me? Like, there's gotta legit, like, there's, on paper, this is, but you got to be true to yourself, right? And that's one thing I decided to do, was create a standard that was quite honestly an unattainable standard, where I was like, I'm not settling. I don't care if I'm 40 and I haven't met someone yet, but like, I'm just not gonna be one of those people that when you bring up marriage, the husband says, oh, good luck. Which is 9 out of 10 married couples you meet will tell you that shit. Unfortunately. And I didn't want that to be my life, my reality, my you know, I never wanted to settle. So created some insane standards, right? That in my mind legitimately were unattainable. Like, it was just not gonna be possible for someone to check all these boxes off. And but one awesome day on Hinge.com, this is weird. I never thought I would meet my wife on a dating website. Like, I you know, like, even when you have one, do you really think you're gonna meet like the freaking soulmate of your life, right? Like, you really deep inside probably don't, right? But all I know is we connected, right? We connected, and I can't explain what happened next, right? So I'm gonna be one of those married couples that tells people when I'm older, like, you'll just know. Which I used to hate getting that answer. What does that mean? Well, I'll just know. But you just know. And when I met her, before we even met, just talking and Zooming and FaceTiming, I knew the first day we spoke she was gonna be my wife. So that's the type of shit that people would tell me. I never believed it. Legit. And I was always a skeptic when people would tell me, you just know. I was the biggest skeptic in the earth. Because I'm like, there's no way. You just meet someone you know. Like, what, you know? It takes years, right, to really know. And I knew. And I can't explain how I knew. But in this moment of thought where I really knew this was different, I was like, this is nothing I've ever experienced before. And I knew people wouldn't believe me later on if this really worked out the way I thought it was going to, right? So it's like, all right, yeah, you knew. So right after I got dressed at 4:36 p.m., wow. March 7th, 2019, the day we went on our first date, I made a video because I just felt something I've never felt before. And I knew this video would only get played if I was right? Like, this is fucking nuts. Like, what do you mean? You on video on your first date? That's kind of like mad weird, right? When it's not right, it's like a little creepy, right? I legitimately knew. And like our biggest question mark when we went on our first date, because we had already interacted on Zoom calls or FaceTime a couple times, our biggest worry was when we meet in person, like when we actually meet, like this is great, FaceTime, texting, like everything's just so perfect. But when we meet in person, like, is this like just gonna continue? Is this like, or is there a chance, like we would have these conversations, like, or is there a chance that like, you know, it's not what we thought, right? And we met, and everything just amplified to 1,000,000. I mean, I was telling my mom I was gonna meet, like my best man. I was calling him. I'm like after like, I'm telling him, dude, Miguel, like I found the one. And I was a good friend. He's like, all right, G, yeah, good. It sounds nice, you know, but like, you know, it's been like 2 days. Take it easy. Take your time. But anyways, you know, I don't want to dive too deep into that. But my main thing is to like, for people who have found your person, and more particularly for people who haven't, like as the biggest skeptic and critic of knowing what you know, I can stand here today and tell you, like I knew the first time we messaged each other. And it sounds crazy, and probably if I gave this speech without the proof that you guys are about to see, it'd probably be like, all right, G, yeah, we love you for our girl, right? Yeah, you're so sweet. You knew as soon as you met her, yeah. And I knew that. So that's why I wanted to record this and document this before I even went on my first date with her, because in my mind, something was different, something was off, and I just didn't know how to put my finger on it, but I knew something was different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 49-second video of me in my closet after I just finished getting dressed for our date. So I just finished getting ready to go on this date with this girl. Her name's Kelsey. And I've been on a lot of dates and none of them like this. I've never felt this way before, and I haven't even met her yet. So I usually don't record things, but I just felt the need to record this for whatever reason. I think she's special. I'm nervous, excited, and this feeling I have, I can't even explain it, but go with the energy, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, come on.